Yeah, it's very tough the final week. It's you prepare so much, and it's your last week before the fight, and it's time to relax. But then it's also time to get back to work. You have to do interviews. You have to, do all kinds of tasks for the UFC. We're doing a media tour today. It's a Monday, and this is I've been awake since 8 a.m. or been up since 7 a.m. doing interviews from 8 to probably 5 p.m. So it's a little difficult, but these are it's you have to juggle it and mentally prepare at the same time.
Anthony Pettis said during this tour that you're not gonna have a Diego Sanchez fighting you, a Diego Sanchez kind of fight. What kind of fight are you expecting?
I don't think it's going to be a Diego Sanchez kind of fight either, but there will be moments where I can unleash and really make him fight me, and I plan on taking advantage of those moments. But it's going to be a very tactical fight. He's going to try to keep control of the fight a certain type of pace, and I got to fight my pace and make it a grindy, dirtier fight, and I plan on doing that at the right times.
What do you say is going to be the key for you to win?
The key for me is to take advantage at the right time, and when I do take advantage, keep that advantage and grind him out and break his spirit and make him feel uncomfortable, and I think his mind will break.
Uh, Gilbert, can you tell us a little bit about your projects? You have a gym in San Francisco, right?
Sure. I have a gym in San Francisco on 3rd and Cesar Chavez, 2920 3rd Street, El Nino MMA. And I have a lot of up-and-coming fighters. I have, just regular people. I have a kids program. But just trying to promote mixed martial arts. So I have that business as well. And, of course, I work for ESPN as an analyst and as well as for Fox Sports and do some analyst work there. And, yeah, that's what I'm doing right now as well as fighting. And, that and trying to fit in family when I can.
As far as family, your wife also fights, right? She's a kickboxer. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, my wife, she does kickboxing, and I've been training her in wrestling and jiu-jitsu, and I think she is going to make her MMA debut after my fight, and she's been training this whole time, even though she just hasn't started. She's been training for years, and I think it's her time now to give it a shot, and I'm going to let her do a MMA fight after this, and support her, and I think she has what it takes to compete with all the ladies in the UFC. So you might see both of us fighting on the UFC, but not on the same card.
Did she have to convince you to fight, or you were okay with that?
No, I think she's wanted to fight. I almost had to convince her, and she understands she needs to support me, and she's been very cool about that. And I think I've put us in a position. We put ourselves in a position where I think we both can enjoy the sport of mixed martial arts, and she can compete as well. And I think she will be fulfilled in life if she tries it, and she's definitely capable. So she wants to, but I have to motivate her and get her, mentally prepared for it, and take care of her through it. And she's done it for me, so I'd like to do it for her.
And also, you have a daughter that is doing jiu-jitsu, you said?
Yeah, my daughter's doing jiu-jitsu, and she's doing a little bit of wrestling. She's doing gymnastics, and she kept telling me, I want to do jiu-jitsu, I want to do jiu-jitsu, and, no, you don't. And then finally, she made her mom make her do the jiu-jitsu class, and she did it, and, little forward rolls, a little practice, and very cute, and she's trying to do it, and she's starting to like it. So, it's, maybe another fighter in the family. We'll see.
Would you want your kids to do it professionally?
It would be up to them, but I really would like I think everybody should do martial arts, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, kickboxing. I think every kid should learn how to defend themselves and also just learn, discipline, and it's very humbling doing these things, jiu-jitsu, and I think you learn a lot of life lessons from it. So I want them to do the sport regardless, whether they compete professionally, that's up to them, but I think it builds good character.
When you were training, to be a complete round fighter, which discipline did you learn the most?
I think wrestling was my first discipline, and it was such a good base for me. It built me, a lot of mental toughness and just straight toughness as well, literally and physically. And jiu-jitsu came pretty natural afterwards. And lastly, I learned how to strike, and I love boxing. It's the most fun thing for me to do, standing toe-to-toe boxing, except it's not my best thing sometimes. I'm good at it, but I think, when I put them all together is when I'm my best. But wrestling is probably the most difficult aspect of the game.
What can you tell us about that training session you had with Ronda Rousey?
Me and Rhonda, we grappled together. She's very tough, and we just were flowing together. She was working out with me. We're both going 75% good, good, good. Except when she snagged that armbar on me, she tried to finish it good, and then we flowed really well though. Both of us are very technical, and we understand the movement, so we can roll good together. But sometimes it's hard to roll with the big guy because they use their weight or they're too heavy, or it's hard to roll with a smaller girl because they're too spazzy or go whatever, but she's a very good professional. I'm a professional, and we worked really well together, and we both learned from each other in that role.